Kate Winslet, the iconic actress whose career has spanned decades of groundbreaking performances in films like Titanic, Revolutionary Road, and The Reader, has always been a beacon of authenticity in an industry often criticized for its superficial standards. Recently, in a candid conversation that delved deep into the nuances of personal growth and self-perception, Winslet opened up about the transformative power of turning 50. Far from viewing this milestone as a marker of decline, she celebrated it as a liberating chapter, one where the weight of societal expectations begins to lift, allowing women to reclaim their narratives with unapologetic confidence. Her words resonate not just as personal testimony but as a rallying cry for women everywhere navigating the complex terrain of midlife. At the heart of Winslet's outlook is a profound shift in how she perceives her own body, a theme that has threaded through her career, from her bold refusal to conform to Hollywood's size zero ideals during the filming of Titanic to her advocacy for body positivity in later roles. "I'm great with it. I think I look flipping amazing," she declared with that signature blend of British wit and unwavering self-assurance. This isn't mere bravado, it's the culmination of years spent dismantling the internalized myths that plague women's self-image. Winslet elaborated on how, in her 40s, she grappled with the insidious conditioning that whispers of impending obsolescence. "We're so conditioned, women in our 40s, to think, okay, well, I'm creeping closer to the end," she reflected, her voice carrying the weight of shared female experience. It's a sentiment echoed in countless stories, the subtle erosion of self-worth as crow's feet appear and vitality is measured by youth's fleeting metrics. But Winslet refuses to let that narrative define her. She challenges the doomsday prophecies head-on, dissecting the fears that menopause will herald a sexless existence, sagging confidence, and skin that betrays the passage of time. You think you go into menopause and you're going to stop having sex and your boobs are going to sag and your skin's going to go crepey and all these things, she recounted, painting a vivid picture of the dread sown by cultural tropes. Yet, in the same breath, she pivots to defiance. But first of all, so what? And secondly, it's just conditioning. This dual response, dismissal paired with deconstruction, highlights Winslet's philosophical depth. The "so what" is an act of radical acceptance, a permission slip to inhabit one's body without apology. The acknowledgement of conditioning, meanwhile, invites a broader critique of media, advertising, and even well-meaning advice that perpetuates ageism. This perspective isn't born in isolation, it's forged in the fires of Winslet's life experiences. As a mother of three, a survivor of intense public scrutiny, and an artist who has poured her soul into characters grappling with identity and resilience, she has witnessed firsthand how societal pressures warp women's realities. Her role in The Holiday as a woman rediscovering joy in later life mirrors this very evolution, suggesting that her on-screen personas often serve as rehearsals for her off-screen truths. Winslet extends this insight to her contemporaries, observing how aging bestows a kind of superpower, unshakable authenticity. "I think women as they get older become more embedded in their truth and who they are, and more powerful, and more able to walk through the world and care less. And that is an empowering thing," she mused. "Imagine a world where this caring less isn't apathy but liberation. The freedom to say no to roles that diminish, to diets that deprive, to comparisons that corrode." This empowerment manifests in tangible ways, particularly in how Winslet approaches health and vitality. Gone are the days of exercise as punishment or vanity. In their place is a holistic embrace of movement as sustenance for life's adventures. "Exercise for me is not actually about looking a certain way. It's about not getting injured," she explained, underscoring a pragmatic wisdom that prioritizes function over form. This mindset is revolutionary in a fitness culture obsessed with aesthetics, where women are bombarded with images of sculpted perfection. Winslet envisions her body as a vessel for joy, capable of plunging into icy waters or conquering mountain trails. "I don't hurt myself in my life because I always want to swim in the cold water, and I always want to be able to hike for 5 hours, she affirmed. It's a vivid reminder that aging, when met with intention, amplifies rather than diminishes our capacities. Delving deeper, Winslet's comments invite us to unpack the broader implications for women's mental and emotional landscapes. In a society where women's value is often tethered to fertility and youth, turning 50 can feel like crossing into invisibility. Yet, Winslet flips the script, positioning it as entry into visibility of a truer kind, one unfiltered by performative femininity. Her journey echoes that of other trailblazers like Meryl Streep or Helen Mirren, who have aged into roles of gravitas, their lines and laughter lines becoming badges of honor. But Winslet's appeal lies in its accessibility. She speaks not from a pedestal but from the trenches of everyday womanhood, where hot flashes and hormonal shifts are as real as red carpet glamour.